Our main event later tonight here in the sold-out MGM Grand Garden Arena. Sticking in the light heavyweight division with a win over Ultimate Fighter 1, Victor Forrest Griffin, Keith Jardine instantly became a legitimate contender. Tonight, he can ill afford to become the next UFC upset victim as Houston Alexander enters the UFC.
2007 had seen some of the UFC's top fighters upset by lesser-known opponents. Tonight, Houston Alexander will attempt to continue that trend as he makes his UFC debut against the heavily favored Dean of Mean, Keith Jardine.
It took me 7 years to get here. It's Las Vegas. You gotta be excited about that. It's UFC, and I can just feel this energy. So I'm emotionally charged right now.
Sure, he's confident right now, but I think that's because he doesn't really know what he's in for. You know, ignorance is bliss. He's never fought anybody like me before.
A professional fighter since 2001, 5 of his 6 wins have been either by stoppage or submission, all in the first round.
I'm laying it all on the line for Keith right now. If he is expecting to just run over me, it's not going to happen.
Jardine is one of the most feared 205-pounders on the planet. And while having the type of power that stopped Forrest Griffin at UFC 66 last December is nice, it's Jardine's work ethic that has to be credited for his development in the octagon.
You know, I want that belt bad, and you tell me right now I have to go through Houston Alexander to get it. It pisses me off because I think I should be fighting a contender.
If Keith Jardine doesn't bring the same level of confidence that I have within myself to the table, Keith Jardine will lose.
Years old, from the fighting city of East St. Louis, Illinois, now working out of Omaha, Nebraska. This man has been fighting in the smaller shows and the smaller clubs for a long time. He's a DJ at a hip-hop station in Omaha. He likes to lecture elementary students on the hip-hop culture, but he likes to come into the octagon and into the world of mixed martial arts and knock people out.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I have never seen this guy fight before, but at the weigh-ins, this man had the most impressive physique of any of the guys fighting. He is solid as a rock, shredded at 205 pounds. He's a very muscular, powerful-looking guy, and if that translates into power and punching and submission techniques, Keith Jardine's in for a tough night.
His first loss in his career was in his very first fight. Since that point, he has ripped off 6 victories, 5 of those 6 wins by stoppage or submission, Joe, in the very first round.
Well, I've heard some great things about this guy. I've heard great things about his punching power and his tenacity, and it's I think it's going to be an exciting fight.
He's a very natural athlete who says, hey, I waited all my life for this opportunity. I'm 35 years old. I'm in the big show now. I didn't turn professional till age 29, but I'll take the quick express train, and he can be on the quick express train if he defeats a contender like Keith Jardine.
Yeah, I mean, this is an amazing opportunity to jump way up the ladder very quickly. And you know what? It's not going to be easy, though. Keith Jardine is an animal. All that experience that he has in the octagon, being in there with these top contenders, being in there with guys like Forrest Griffin, you know, I mean, being there with Mike Whitehead, being in there with Rashad Evans, it's, you know, the fight with Wilson Gouveia, that's so much experience on Keith Jardine's side.
Houston Alexander, welcome to the UFC. The Dean of Mean, Keith Jardine, working with Greg Jackson, the guided jiu-jitsu team in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Incredible work ethic, getting more comfortable every time out. You talked about his wins in the octagon, Kerry Shaw, Wilson Gobea, Forrest Griffin. Dana White, UFC president, actually thought that Jardine, even though he didn't get the decision, should have gotten the decision in his fight against Stephen Bonner. So you could be looking at an unbeaten Keith Jardine since coming off the Ultimate Fighter 2 and the loss to Rashad Evans.
Yes, and I actually agree with Dana White. I thought it was a very close fight, but I do think that Keith probably should have got the nod. I think he landed the more damaging leg kicks. He's got very good leg kicks. He's a tough guy. He's got a great chin. He's got good submissions, although we very rarely see him use them. He comes from probably one of the top 2 or 3 best camps in the world. Greg Jackson's camp out of New Mexico. I mean, Greg Jackson, I don't know what he's got those guys doing down there, but he is a phenomenal coach, and Keith Jardine is one of his best students. He's as tough as they come, and like you said, man, he's got the look.
He lost to Rashad Evans by unanimous decision in the Ultimate Fighter 2. Rashad, a true contender at 205 as well now, set to fight Tito Ortiz in a couple of months. Rashad is his teammate. We'll see if somehow they meet somewhere down the road. But right now, Jardine wants to make another step towards a title shot here in the UFC's light heavyweight division. Jason Lambert would like to do that. Dan Henderson's going to get a chance to do it.
The only thing that concerned me about what he said in his pre-fight introduction is that he's angry that he has to fight Houston Alexander. And, you know, we've seen many times what happens when a guy takes his opponent lightly. I hope that he's not taking Houston Alexander lightly.
Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight showcase. Adin Amin, 4 years younger than his opponent tonight, Houston Alexander, the assassin, making his UFC debut. Jardine does have a slight reach advantage. For the official introductions, once again, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 6 wins with 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 202 pounds. Fighting out of Omaha, Nebraska, Houston, the Assassin Alexander. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 12 wins with 3 losses and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Keith the Dean of Mean Jardine. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Steve Mazzagatti.
Steve Mazzagatti, the referee. The beautiful Ariani. Set to get us started for Houston Alexander and Keith Jardine. There's Ali.
All right, you ready? You ready? Bring it on, come on.
Here we go. Second fight of the night here at UFC 71. Quick touch of the gloves. Jardine wants to come out swinging. Different look with the hands of Jardine here.
That's the chimpanzee approach. Good right hand by Jardine right away.
Former bounty hunter, Keith Jardine.
Yeah, whoa!
Down goes Alexander.
Houston's in trouble.
Jardine got him with a heavy punch.
Right hand by Houston.
Jardine is in trouble. Jardine is in big trouble. Down he goes. Alexander trying to finish it.
He's down again.
Down again.
Houston could be, he's got to be careful not blowing his load here.
With the right.
He's down again.
And a knee. Uppercut. It is over. Houston Alexander.
Unbelievable. Wow. Whoa. Houston Alexander hurt very badly early on. Keith Jardine jumped all over him, and Houston put him away.
Welcome to the UFC.
Wow, let's look at that again. Here's a knee.
Bam.
There's a right hand to the temple. Right uppercut hurt him bad. That's when it dropped. Here's another uppercut. That was it. That one planted him. Wow. What a tremendous upset and a tremendous victory for Houston Alexander. And like we were saying before, I hope he didn't take this guy lightly.
We knew coming in that Alexander hit very hard. And when he connected with the right, he absolutely rocked Jardine.
You know, Jardine said before this fight that he was upset that he had to fight Houston Alexander. And you know what? In this crazy sport, you can't ever think that way. You can't take anyone lightly.
Jardine has been defeated.
There are so many tough guys out there now.
Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Steve Mazzagatti has called a stop to this contest at 48 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, Houston the Assassin Alexander.
Wow.
Bro, thank you very much.
That was a tremendous upset victory. Now, did it bother you that Keith Jardine said that he was upset that he had to fight you before this fight?
No, I know what type of ability I have. Nebraska's in the building. Right now, Nebraska's in the building.
Now, Houston, it looks like he clipped you with, I believe it was a left hook early in the fight. Were you hurt bad at all by that?
No, I slipped. No, I was not hurt. No.
Okay, so he jumped all over you and you capitalized on it. And talk us through this fantastic UFC debut.
Wow. Hey, we were just exchanging punches. Me and Keith almost got the same style. Hey, I just got good coaching. I know how to punch. Going straight toward that jaw.
Here's the end right here.
Oh, baby, that's punching power right there. That's real punching power right there, baby. That's real punching power right there.
Real punching power indeed.
Real punching power.
Congratulations on your impressive debut.
Hey, I took to me, my man is a great fighter. He's won a true fight. Give him a round of applause, you guys. He's one of the greatest fighters out in UFC. I appreciate the opportunity, and them guys give me a chance to fight him.
Houston Alexander, congratulations and welcome to the UFC. Houston Alexander, ladies and gentlemen.
We got a new player at 205. The assassin Houston Alexander. It took him only 48 seconds to knock out Keith Jardine.